life. I'll repeat. You are at a meeting of turkeys. We are all turkeys here. Give your opinion on the advantages of a longer life. Susanne.
Dear fellow turkeys, I'm glad to see you here tonight, because all of you are winners. All of you are living for another year because you have survived Thanksgiving. You have the chance to live to see Christmas. And Christmas, I haven't seen it yet, but humans say it's the best time of the year. And we already see it's getting cold, but there's so much excitement going on that makes me feel warm in my little turkey heart. And also, it's a good time to get close in the turkey house when it snows outside. And therefore we're gonna have a great winter together, and once Christmas is over, I was told the days are getting longer, and we will live to see another summer, and we're going to have families.
I'm now going to call upon our second speaker, Karim. Karim, how could your days be merry and bright as you dream of a white Christmas? How could your days be merry and bright as you dream of a white Christmas?
White Christmas. Okay, not cocaine, otherwise that would definitely be merry and bright. Let's avoid that speech. How could it be merry and bright? Well, when you're in any scenery, as soon as you have a white Christmas, you wake up, you open the curtains, and you see whatever scenery there is, just covered in snow, resplendent, just open in front of you. There's a little something that happens just in your heart, a spark, a little piece of happiness that etches up all across your body, up to your mouth, and you see the corners of your mouth just go up. You have that little smile. Ah, it's a white Christmas. One of those rare, especially here, one of those rarities, one of those oddities, like a dodo. The thing you almost never see. Because here in Paris, the white Christmas tends to be very quickly, within a few minutes, it's muddy, disgusting, sloshy Christmas. So we try to block that out. Keep that first image of the beautiful, pristine white snow before it all turns to mush. Let's stay with that. And a very Merry Christmas to you all.
I now call upon our third speaker, Richard. Please come to the stage.
He said 8:30. Couple more.
Thank you.
Richard, one day your life changed when you were chosen to guide a sleigh. Tell us how you overcame the comments from the other reindeers to become the famous Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. One day your life changed when you were chosen to guide a sleigh. Tell us how you overcame the comments from the other reindeers to become the famous Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer.
It was about 3 years ago. It was almost Christmas. And Santa Claus was ready to travel around the world to make all the children happy, the ones who were good for the year. But then something happened. He was counting the reindeers, but the most important one was missing. Where was he? Well, he was looking all around. He went to the stables. He went to his home. He asked Miss Santa. Nobody knows where he was. But then all of a sudden, in the back of the house, he was crawling because he was feverish and he was cold. So what to do? All the children are waiting. Well, it just happened that at that moment, I passed by his house and I saw Santa in such a despair. How can that be? For a Merry Christmas? For a White Christmas? For a resplendent Christmas? Well, he told me that his most important leader, Rudolph, was missing. And then I remembered my days when I was living in Finland and I was hoarding reindeers, that maybe I could help him to do this task because I know how they speak and I know how they react. And I told him that this might be a solution. He wasn't sure because even with that thing I don't really look like Rudolph. But for the despair and the luckiness of all the kids in the world, he said, okay, do it. So I took the hoard, I talked them in reindeerish, and they were so surprised that they all went off, and it was one of the most merriest journey we did, and I was leading. And we made all the children happy. Thank you.
Maybe we could do one more. Do we have enough time, perhaps?
That's all the fruits and
Okay. I call upon Ash. Ash, you want to change your career and only want to work at Christmas time. Tell us, what job could you do? You want to change your career and only want to work at Christmas time. Tell us what job you could do.
Well, I have to explain this choice, number one, because it's not the most intuitive choice. You see, I grew up in California, where there's no white Christmas unless you're far in the mountains. As I like to say, winter was something you visited, and then you went back home where it was sunny and you could just wear shorts and t-shirt. But now I've been living in colder climates for about 12 years, and I have to say this year I'm finally accustomed to it. I'm okay with the fact that you have to wear a jacket and a scarf and a hat and gloves and the whole thing. I'm okay, I can deal. And I can even more than deal. I think it's kind of my favorite time. I want to stop working all of the other times. And I've decided, after much, much reflection, that the time has come to obliterate the monopoly of the male Santa. We've had male Santa for quite a long time. He's been good, you know, he's been good. He got the whole beard thing, he's got the Mrs. Santa riding alongside. But I think the time has come for a feminine spin on Santa. So, my job is going to be female Santa every single Christmas. Now, if you ask me, how am I going to do that? How is female Santa going to be different from male Santa? Well, like other choices in life, I haven't thought that part through all the way, so I don't really know. But I do know that a job that I only have to do, I don't know, let's say one day, let's give it a full week, 1 week of a year, is going to be pretty awesome.
We now have had 4 great speakers, and we're now going to vote. And I'm going to read out, just to remind us who spoke. Susanne was a turkey, talking about living longer. We also had Ash speaking about the job she would do at Christmas. We had Richard as Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, and Karim, who was dreaming of a white Christmas. So please use the piece of paper on your table to vote for the best table topic speaker.